Grant Horvat just shocked the golf world with a Dexiana one saw coming, and what happened next split fans in half. This wasn't just an announcement. It was a stand that left the PGA scrambling for answers. And today, I'll reveal why his choice might change professional golf forever. Roots and revelation. Before the fame, before the sponsorships, before Phil Mickelson started calling him brother and there was just a kid in Stuart, Florida, sweating through his polo and believing that one day golf would mean more than just par or bogey. Grant Horvat's rise wasn't born in life. It was brewed in behalf humidity, where his dad's borrowed clubs and his mom's night shifts forged the exoplan that now defines his empire. It was really new, and there wasn't many people even doing golf TikToks, and so it was doing really well, and I was like, wow, this people care, and there's a little niche here on TikTok. And when YouTube came about and IR Emmett Garrett, he used to come to my college all the time. GM Golf, he's another very big kind of neared the way, and after Ben, of course, after Ben, he got inspiration from Ben. At 6 years old, the sound of a ball striking a worn 9-iron was Hishered beat. By high school, he was a local legend. By college, he was a man obsessed. Those early years, full of grinned faith and grit, became the underdog myth fans would one day, because, let's be real, in Esport obsessed with country clubs and caddies, a Florida kid with a backyard net wasn't supposed to end up rewriting golf's digital playbook. But Grant Horvat never cared for tradition, heckled for trajectory, and yet, every success story hides its storm. Beneath fairway smiles and college trophies, there was a silent determination that you're not built for average. Those dinner table talks about perseverance hardened into an identity. So, when the internet came calling, Horvat didn't just upload swings, he uploaded soul. Fast forward to 2025, and that same small-town humility still hums beneath the glitz. His Nashville home may glitter with sponsorship dollars, but it's those formative Florida drives that echo through every vlog. Buff of Truth. Horvat's story isn't about where you start. It's about swinging through the noise until the world lists. Viral Velocity 2014. One shaky earphone, one freshman dream. That's how the empire began. Grant Horvat's first YouTube upload barely hit 50 views. Each click was a prophecy in progress. While others were flexing polished pros, Horvat leaned into imperfection. The slice, the frustration, the humanity, and audiences ate it up. By 2025, he wasn't just a golfer. He was a digital messiah of the green, shepherding over 1.5 million subscribers into the spell of relatable golf. Yeah, and it was at the time. I didn't have anything planned. You get out of college, you're like looking for a job, and so you're like, I got nothing to lose. But it really wasn't that. It was more I could see this. The success that Garrett and I already had together on camera right off the bat. We were filming videos together and it was just like this. Really, it was this natural thing that we had together, and then also you could just read it in Thea Menson and see that people love it. Then came the collective good, golf part, frat part, fairway cult, and Horvat became its golden boy. Bootsooks is a strange caddy. It carries ego with applause. When creative utterances and faith collided, Grant made the boldest swing of his career, leaving the group that made him famous. That solo leap transformed him into YouTube royalty. Tailor-made in a deal, merch lines exploded, and his Golf and God series turned par saves in. He wasn't just he was rebranding it, turning fairways into pulpits and fans into. Because when Grant Horvat hit record, the world didn't just see a swing, they saw sincerity. And in an Algarve-driven wilderness, that's rarer than a hole in. If Grant's journey from backyard swings to digital revival is hitting home, don't just watch, walk with him. Tap that like, hit subscribe, and drop a comment with your favorite Horvat moment. This isn't just content, it's a calling, and you're part of it now. The goodbye. September 2023, golf's digital kingdom trembled. The announcement was simple but seismic. Grant Horvat was leaving. Good, no drama, no leaked group chats, just aquioed heartfelt confession. I need to find my own voice. Fans wept, forums imploded, the hashtag trended before. But what looked like an ending Beckham, the cleanest break in YouTube. Solo Horvat bloomed. His faith in the Fairway series baptized golf content in scripture and sincerity. His marriage to Saudi added warmth. Their couple challenges blurred the line between love story and leaderboard. And financially, forget survival. By mid-2025, Horvat had a thriving apparel brand, a stake in Tacoma Golf, and a moral compass stronger than ever. What the good split revealed wasn't disloyalty. It was evolution. Grant didn't leave the group, he graduated from it. And in doing so, he taught an entire generation of creators that faith and fame, you just have to choose yours. Love and links. It wasn't a golf win that broke the internet. It was a wedding. January 2024, under the Florida sun, Grant Horvat and Saudi Fanina said, "I do." And in that moment, Utah's golden boy became golf's favorite who's. The ceremony wasn't lavish, no celebrity efficient, no staged drone footage, just 150 guests, soft vows, and a couple whose chemistry had already melted millions of screens. Their first viral clip as newlyweds. A put off toad aside, who'd take out the trash. And so it was already kind of proven like it wasn't the shot in the dark. Garrett already had a very big channel at the time. He already had like 500,000 subscribers, 4 years ago. And Sua was already kind of proven. It wasn't this like huge risk right off the bat. But yeah, it was, it's saying you're going to go to YouTube, moving out to Dallas. It's very risky. But there was a good house out there. It was a content house, and that's what I moved. So I lived. So all of y'all live together. In 2025. Their life together feels less like a fairy tale and more like grounded, unfiltered, and sometimes hilariously human. Their mornings start with scripture. Nuts. Afternoons roll into content shoots. Saudi filming. Grant joking. Both laughing their way through double bogeys and deadlines. Fans adore it because it's not performative or it's partnership in its purest form. And somewhere between Bible study and Bakken, the internet fell in love with them all over again. But love in the spotlight isn't all soft fades and couple hashtags. Trolls sneer during the PGA snub. Tabloids speculate about baby horse. And yet, every storm was met with quiet resilience. When Sodi posted that viral clip of her praying over his clubs before his Creator Classic victory, it wasn't content. It was conviction. Together, they turned golf into gospel Margento ministry. Forget the trophies. Their victory is balance between career and calling, grind and grace, fame and faith and fairways. Grant Horvart used to chase birdies. Then he started chasing something bigger. His baptism in 2023 wasn't just a personal pivot. It was a public declaration that would redefine his brand, his purpose, and his golf mirrors life. He satirfully on the Bible Caddy podcast. You'll hit hazards, you'll take, but redemption's always one swing away. Fans didn't just listen, they transformed right alongside him. The format that we've done this year has been so successful. I think next year there's got to be something that, of course, I don't know exactly what that's going to look like. We've talked a little bit about having, maybe some team captains, drafting people, creating more of that like you don't know what you're going to get, but there's a lot of routes you could take. So yeah, we're going to have to do a lot of brainstorming, right? But yeah, it's got to change. I think this first year, even doing the last one on Phil's channel as a skins game, it's already changing a little bit there. By 2025, his channel became a live pray before you put hit nearly 1 million views. Collaborations with Phil Mickelson suddenly turned philanthropic, funneling proceeds to Bible translation. Critics mocked it as but the numbers and the testimonies told another story. For every troll, there was a fan who DM'd saying your video brought me back. That's not controversy. And behind it all, Sada stands as his spiritual caddy, hosting faith in 4 Bible studies for other creatures. Together, their proving faith doesn't have to whisper in the influencer age. It can drive straight down the middle of the fairway and still make the cut. Grant's no longer just teaching swing paths. He's showing how to aim life's drive towards some pros and partnerships. If golf had a cool kids table, Grant Horvat's not just sitting at it, he's carving his name into it. 2025 became his networking Mr. Coles, a highlight reel of power pairings that blurred the line between YouTube stardom and PGA royalty. One week he's laughing with Phil Mickelson at TPC's, the next he's dropping gonliners with Ricky Fowler mid-round like a stand-up comic and spikes. His Creator Classic win in March sealed it. Grant wasn't the outsider anymore. US Golf's viral bridge between Theplished and the personal. Then came DS Miami, his brainchild with Mickelson. 3 million views in a weekend. Fans called it the Netflix of golf, and Farron's the hype undersold it. Every slow motion swing and mid-round prayer felt cinematic, part sermon, part showdown. End. When Fowler invited him to the 5-under challenge, Horvat turned birdies. Invited him to the 5-under challenge, Horvat turned birdies.